Hi, my name is Jared Pizzitola, licensed professional counselor at Second Baptist. Today I want to offer one marriage tip that you can apply while being quarantined with your spouse during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, please know that I am in this with you. My wife and I have been married 15 years and have two daughters, ages 4 and 8. There is no time for boredom as homeschooling and working from home is now our new normal. So feeling overwhelmed is certainly an understatement for us, and I'm sure many of you can also relate. So whether you're newlyweds, seasoned veterans, or empty nesters, I hope this encourages you during this time of uncertainty. Before I share today's marriage tip, we have to acknowledge just how this pandemic is affecting us as a whole. There is a collective suffering around the world, and everyone is grieving in their own way. Tangled up in our grief is fear, anxiety, sadness, and even anger. So please know that your response to this traumatic situation is likely going to be different than your spouse's, and that's okay. So what can you do? That leads us to today's marriage tip, which is have a stress-reducing conversation with your spouse at the end of each day. According to researcher Neil Jacobson, having a daily stress-reducing conversation is a key ingredient for happy couples. However, there are a few ground rules to keep in mind. First, take turns being the speaker and the listener. Next, the speaker shares highlights and lowlights from their day, specifically the worries that are outside of the marriage. Third, the listener does not try to solve anything or offer advice. Instead, the listener seeks to understand their spouse's emotions, makes validating statements such as, "How you feel makes a lot of sense to me." Finally, take your spouse's side. Do not play devil's advocate. An example of playing devil's advocate might be, honey, I can see why your boss was upset with you since you've been late to a few meetings this week." Not helpful, even if it's true. Take your spouse's side. Now, again, you want to take turns listening and speaking, share the highs and lows from your day, listen well, validate emotions, and don't offer advice or play devil's advocate. This might take 15 to 20 minutes, but make it your own. And of course, this is a natural segue to praying together right before bed. In Romans 12:15, Paul reflects the teaching of Jesus by saying, "Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn." This verse illustrates how vital it is to be joyful in your spouse's triumphs and compassionate in their sorrows. During this pandemic, what better way for married couples to live out this verse than by having a daily stress-reducing conversation? Stay tuned for more marriage tips, and if you have any questions about our counseling services, please call 713-365-6095.